Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Uhpurpose here, doing some more Am I the Asshole with a group of four, including myself. So far, we got Bobby Ray.
No, I'm in present.
We got Venom.
Yo,
And we got our newcomer, aka Dion.
It was good.
Well, first, does everyone know the rules of fucking Am I Asshole?
Not really.
I got the gist of it. No, not really though.
Yep, let's get to the point then. Am I Asshole is basically a series of questions from the subreddit, Am I Asshole subreddit. There is a scenario that is the main topic, and then there is context to that topic, and then we discuss and debate where the original poster is an asshole, in your opinion, based on that. And then you argue your piece depending on if we disagree. So
All right.
that sounds pretty simple enough.
Yep.
So our first scenario is to am I asshole for not wanting to take care of my sister's kids if something happens to her?
Oh, kind of
Did we do
deep.
this last time? Did
No,
we?
it's not. Something else. That was something. My mom
Okay.
died in a car
No,
crash about 5 months ago. When the inheritance was settled, I got what was in her bank account, approximately $250. My sister had her 4 kids and got my mom's house and everything in it. Her remaining 401k went to her also. My sister lived with my mom. She doesn't speak to the 3 different men who father her children. Since this happened, I cut her off my sister, while I always had a rocky relationship since she always used her kids to manipulate my mother. My sister called me and wanted my information, like my social security number, so she could put me as a beneficiary in her will. And for me, if something happens to her, I said no. I enjoy my child-free life. I do not want her kids if something happens to her. Said I was the only family she had left. I told her I do not care for not using your children to manipulate me like you did your mom. My sister yelled at me saying, "What would happen to me if I die?" I told her I guess they can live with her father or go with foster care. Either way, it's not my problem. I've already put distance between my sister and her kids. I'm not planning to stay in contact with her at all. That was the first time we spoke since. Okay.
No. I don't think you're an asshole, honestly.
It's like first things first. Like yeah, we're just immediately said nah. The answer said
Because
nah.
if you think about it, I mean, they haven't really been communicating, and it doesn't sound like they got a close bond, and it's just like to kind of just throw it out on somebody. It's kind of fucked up. So if anything, she would be the asshole.
Okay. Why you right?
That's my take.
Why you right? What's your opinion, mate? What's your opinion?
Oh me?
We go Venom. You can say either or. Venom or
Oh
Bobby
hell no!
Ray.
I'm going. Let me go left.
Go
all
Bobby
right,
Ray.
so I'm gonna go. Okay, I've been thinking. All right, so she asked her to put her on the will. Can I get your assistance?
Hmm.
Why didn't she just accept? A will ain't nothing but if I end up dying, you take priority over mine. So you could take priority and just pick the kids up for foster care. You wouldn't have to pay nothing. Gave them to the state. It wouldn't have mattered if you didn't care about if it was about the kids. It wouldn't ever matter. You know.
But
But
mm,
I feel like she's the asshole though.
yeah, okay.
Like she should have held down for her sister.
Well, you say you feel like he's the asshole?
No, nah, this is two females, right?
Ah,
Oh wait, hold on, wait. It's a dude.
I don't think it specifies
yeah. I don't think
one.
they.
Well, whoever it was, and they ain't even specify age either. So wh- if it's your younger sister got 4 kids, but I doubt that your younger sister got 4 kids. Probably, I don't know.
The sisters don't want
Unless,
the kids.
but is it her brother? Like, because if it's her older brother, then yeah, definitely, yeah, bro. You should have took
Nah.
priority over that. That's your that's I don't know, younger or older sister. I don't know who it was. If it's the younger sister, they know better. I don't care if it's the older sister or the older brother. But if it's the older sister, I'll let it slap for the other one.
So you just slap them? Damn. Like no, violate people. Let's just violate in general. Yeah, I kind of agree with Dion basically when it comes to saying like the poster is not an
Mm-hmm.
asshole personally. Like the first one, the fact that like he was like the mother already, well, the sister, the mom of the children in general was already like manipulating the mom in general,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're trying to put like another person in that exact same scenario. I would say fuck nah, we ain't getting a part of this bullshit
Exactly. Trying to give me all that responsibility. Bitch, I
either.
barely knew you. So come on now.
That's just
Let's keep
the
it real
only.
though.
And what if she wasn't manipulating her mother? What if you just didn't see it right? What if she really
She
needed
got 3
help?
baby daddies though. It's like, come on, let's
Yeah,
be realistic now.
yo, not every, you gotta break a few eggs to actually make an omelet. You
Hey
know.
yo, what the fuck? Nah, this ain't no cooking class, bro. It's real life. You don't get the chance to recover shit.
David, I want you to put this in perspective, right? I want you to put it in perspective. You haven't talked to her, and I don't know how many years they didn't specify, but you haven't talked to her in many years. Then out of nowhere, something happens to her, and now she wants she wants she wants you to. She's trying to force her kids upon you. A
I
full,
force
you
her
know
kid.
how big a responsibility that is. When she could have gave the will to one of her 3 baby daddies,
I'm
3.
telling you, I'd have forced it upon the state. Because once you have kids under your will, or even if you have kids and you don't like they just your kids, you can willingly give them up. If you don't want to, you can willingly, just like how she willingly gave them up to, because she probably was like, man, I'm doing too much, you know.
What's the point
Maybe
of taking on a responsibility in the first place if you're just going to give them up anyways?
it's not really a responsibility because you already know you're gonna give them up.
It is though because you still have to take them in and take care of them, then find somewhere to give them up to.
That's not even
No, this responsible take
that
them
doesn't
on that day.
that's not even put in perspective the fact that legit was called even having the money to have to step like to finance 4 different fucking kids in general. That's just not even a finance.
Exactly.
You have to finance kids. You put them up for, you know. I
Bro,
don't think you gotta do, but you could put them up into a orphanage
All right, David.
or
Let
orphan.
me put it into this perspective. Say that you had a long lost sister right now, right? And then she just randomly reached out to you and said, "I got 8 kids. I want to put the will on your name. If something happens to me." And then a week from now, she got hit by a car and she's gone. Boom. You're
I'd
telling me
be
you
like,
would take that one and take care of those 8 kids?
listen, I would say okay, but notice that your kids will end up in an orphanage.
he said, he said, he
Damn lie.
Well,
that
it's
man
not her
said,
problem. I know it's not her problem, but okay, I'll make sure they're in a decent orphanage. I'll make it sound better. You know, I won't put them in one of them
wow.
foster homes or
That's
something like that.
crazy.
But
Okay, well
just
let's get down to the basic. How was he the asshole though? Because you said he's the asshole. How? Silence.
Petty as shit. Oh yeah, we still haven't got Venom
you
even talk. What Venom?
need to repeat
What is your opinion honestly?
that,
Before
man. I
before
think
before
My
we,
opinion,
you glitching.
not they aren't the asshole.
you don't think they're an asshole?
Nah.
Hmm.
I think the the sister or the one with the kids
Or
is
is
the
that me?
asshole.
One of the kids'
I
What I
agree
asshole.
with you.
Yeah.
I agree with
I
you.
was like, I agree with the fucking like the
'Cause
mom being
what
a
is she
fucking
doing
ass.
asking for my damn social security number to put that shit on my name? What is she doing?
Exactly.
Don't she got
No, not
plenty of other
don't barely
people?
know you.
I know she got plenty of contacts. She could use any other person, but she chose me out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't
3
my
baby
responsibility.
daddies.
Those ain't my kids. I ain't got nothing to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Preach.
fuck do I look like?
Like I feel like the baby dad should be the first person you contact in general. Like what the fuck are they doing? What
Exactly.
the
They're
fuck
the
are they doing?
father, right?
What
Like
the fuck
they're
are
the
they
father. Why are you
I mean,
reaching out to me?
I might be related to you, but that don't mean I gotta take care of your damn kids.
Facts. Factual.
Like it also depends on fucking age. If I'm already old as shit, then I might just say fuck it at that point. But legit, if I'm already like, if I'm still young and still trying to get my own family, no, I'm not taking care of no fucking extra
Yeah.
kids.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna throw you your whole life path off. For real. For real.
Like what happened? I'm now like 25. I'm trying to make my own household, and now I'm taking care of like 4 kids, and also trying to get like, and also want to have my own kid. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Come on,
Damn
bro.
is
I mean,
right. You know how detrimental that is.
like I can't even have kids because I'm already taking care of too many kids.
and the thing, she probably has
Mm-hmm.
friends that she could contact to do it with for her. Why I gotta do it? I don't got time for that.
Exactly.
Ooh, I wouldn't even play like bro, the first person should be contact against first. First and foremost should definitely be the father. Next up would be like maybe the grandparents at best, and then fucking like like your brothers and stuff like that. But even to that point, where the fuck's the father's at, bro? Where's the father at?
Like, come on.
Like number one's like, how are you gonna have kids by someone, but don't expect you're gonna like take care of your kid in general at all? Like, shouldn't they be the first one to be stepping up for their kid in general? First one they should be stepping up for their kid. Let me rephrase that. Should.
And I like
Hmm?
That's what I'm saying.
we,
Like,
we all know there's deadbeats out there though. We all know there's those types, and there could be 3 times in a row you strike out with them types of just deadbeats. Complete
That
and
sounds
utter
like a her
deadbeats.
problem.
So I know it. All right, I
Fuck
what?
understand, but like,
you.
but if you don't got nowhere to go, she probably already felt like that. Like everybody was like, "Oh, it's your problem. It's your problem." That's why she was with these people in the first place, because everybody said it was her problem. Instead of being like,
But
"Come
she
here,
shouldn't
sis.
have made the same mistake 3 times with 3 different people. That sounds like a her problem.
Hey, man, you might you never know. You can be in the same situation, making the
Not
same
really,
mistake."
because I'm cool with all my family. I haven't ghosted somebody for multiple years and then try to throw
Oh
a full
yeah,
responsibility on them. It would be different if she was cool with her brother and they actually like
what,
they was cool with
years?
each other, but no.
Like you're just
She ghosted that nigga for I don't even know how many. Come on now.
like ghost a motherfucker. Don't really talk to them in general. You don't really like reach out to people,
Nah, you're not just gonna come
and
out of
then you're gonna
nowhere and
randomly
tell
come
me.
in with this bullshit.
Deadbeat.
I haven't talked to you
That's
in
a whole
months, and
stranger for
you're just
real.
gonna put that responsibility on me. I don't got. That
Exactly.
ain't my responsibility. That's yours. That ain't mine.
You don't even know what the kids look like.
like
Come on now.
on top of that, your mom legit even though it's fucking bad as fucking hell, even though she fucking died, the pure fact that she literally gave you most of the fucking money in general for her inheritance.
I know she got contacts that she could. I know she got contacts plenty, but she chose me
She
at
got
all.
3 baby dads. That's already 3 contacts already by default. By default.
Basically, I know she got friends too.
Yeah, I know she got.
Right.
It's like, oh my fucking god. Okay, but look,
Yeah, I'll give it. But yeah, not the asshole, not the asshole.
I don't. It's like
Y'all me
Hmm.
I just like I
understand.
do not think that's the ass. Just no shot. I was like, no shot. I don't think that's the asshole. No.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Round
Okay,
two,
second
fight.
question. Am I asshole for revealing the secret about the money my mother hides? I'm part of a basic family, a father of 54, a mother 52, and me, a 22-year-old. My parents' marriage was never good. My mother had a habit of wanting to control everything. She didn't trust slash like the way my father managed the house money. I agreed that in fact money can be managed much better if both of them give up their arrogance. So while she worked, she managed to save more than £1,000. Well, yeah, £1,000. It's not much, but it's money. Something that I didn't know for many years until now. My mother doesn't have a job. She is temporary babysitting. She wants to earn what she earns. It's not much. I, on the other hand, don't earn much either due to certain responsibilities. I can only work part time, and the work I do now does not allow me fixed income, not even a high one. This way, only my father earns enough for most of the expenses. So recently, it has been difficult to pay all the household expenses for reason. I don't buy certain things in supermarkets that I would like precisely due to expenses. On the other hand, my mother doesn't care, as it's my father who pays for the groceries. My mother buys everything she wants, even though it's not necessary, and even things that are bad for her health. Person who has to take several pills a day, even try to guide her to make wise decisions, simply ignores it, buys things that are bad for her health. Recently, my mother told me about her saving a lot of money for my father. A few days later, my parents argued about money. The reason was because my father didn't have enough to pay one of the expenses. The money I had wouldn't be enough to cover her total amount. Based on the situation, I told my mother she would pay them if she is temporary job she has. She didn't like those words. She said that she wasn't the one who had to pay the bills. On the other hand, my father tried to control himself and customers paid him yet, and he didn't have enough money to pay the bills. My frustrations grew, and from the moment the next, I exploited in front of both of them. I told them what I knew about the money my mother hid. I called her selfish and insensitive. Could have avoided paying late bills. We could have not worried about what we were going to eat in the next few days. But she preferred to see her husband and daughter struggling to earn money and having to pay all the bills while she's the way she wants without any consideration. Upset and was doing the silent treatment ever since. Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
How could you possibly be?
I was like, I don't even think that's possible to be the not.
Instant no.
It's
How?
no.
How is it possible that you're the asshole? Mm-mm.
It's like there's not even argue. It's like, oh, it's like,
You
no,
don't
there's
really have to explain
I
it,
don't
bro.
even
It's
think
just
this one
right there
deserves
for it.
a debate, to be honest. Like,
it's like I don't
I
think there's
mean,
no
you even
way.
have to explain why. It says it right in there.
Nah, there's just no. There's just no answer to like just. Just everyone already agrees on no. Am I an asshole for not being more sympathetic to my husband about his dying grandfather?
That sounds
what?
crazy out of context.
Yeah, that sounds
That
kind of.
does sound.
That
That
sounds.
context is crazy, bro.
yeah, I'm
That
clicking on it.
sounds
I'm clicking on
horrible.
it. We're reading this. We're going for it. We're going
Final
for it. Okay.
round.
Reading the
Fight.
entire book.
Okay, my husband, granddad lives in Central Africa in his early 70s. God damn.
Damn.
He's got a couple of underlying health conditions which he does not take care of and routinely misses doses of medication for and engages in behavior he knows will make him worse. I was 6 weeks postpartum after a C-section when the situation kicked off 3 weeks ago, so I'm very much still in need of help. Still pregnant, right? Well, still after pregnancy, pretty much. We have no family nearby while our friends are good at listening. None of them have any experience with helping with a child or a post-parent mother. So, husband gets a phone call from his mother saying his granddad has been hospitalized and the doctor can't figure out what's going on. They catastrophize? How that's supposed
Catastrophize.
Yeah, catastrophize. And starts saying,
Okay.
oh, maybe he's on his deathbed. Come on. Come now. Husband left the same day, 5 hours later, on an international flight to go see his granddad. Turns out he hasn't taken any blood pressure or cholesterol medication in months, and he's also been reckless with blood sugar. Doctors stabilized him very quickly once they realized this, and he hasn't held any permanent side effects. Meanwhile, I'm still in pain, struggling from post-op complications, struggling to produce milk, and having a baby for breastwork. Doctor visits every 3 days. I get close to the husband each sipping from coconuts one day, at his uncle's for a barbecue another, going hike on another day. I was furious. He came home last week, so after being away for 2 weeks, started telling me how nice it was that granddad came home a day and a half after husband reached there. I didn't say anything negative, but on Wednesday he started comparing his mini holiday with me leaving one grandmother in India who was in ICU at the time to go to UK for my granddad who died a few hours after I landed. I explained at him that they weren't the same. I had two grandparents on different sides of the family, actively dying, and they die shortly after each other. Also, the organ failure and diseases that couldn't be treated. I told him his granddad would have been fine if he bothered to take his meds, but he hadn't, and the result was needless hospital bill, a mini family reunion, while I was struggling alone. Husband saying I lack empathy and very harsh now, and my asshole for telling the truth. Saying the truth.
No.
I don't think she's an
I don't think
asshole.
so.
She was going through stuff. Like, she just got out of pregnancy, bro. And her husband just left her to go see her dying granddad that really didn't. It sounded like he didn't really care about his health. To be honest, that's on him. I don't mean to sound fucked up, but that really is on him. She was
Yeah.
struggling. Like, bro, you got other priorities for like, that's your family right there. I mean, like, your granddad's your family too, but like, you know.
It's like the fact that he's already too old already in general. It's like that puts in perspective. Like he's already old as shit, and then not
I
trying to
mean,
take care of
yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
His granddad is his
And
family,
then
but
she
I
was
mean,
just speaking facts for real. Like, she didn't really say anything fucked up.
Like the pure for like,
yeah, his grandfather is his family, but he got another family coming in soon. So what's the problem?
damn,
Mhm.
that's not the word. That sounds so worse, but it just.
I mean, it does, but I'm not lying.
Not lying. No, he's not lying. well, like what's called like this, like the pure fact that like he already, it's like, bro, 6 weeks after a C-section, bro, why are you not hanging out with your wife a little more longer? And in general, like even
You need to
early
be there for your
set,
woman.
was like even early 70s, bro. You just fucking like, you know what's money you just fucking spent for that flight alone to go all the way down to like go down in general. You see your
Yeah.
granddad. You already spent money to fly all the way back. Because legit, that's how you buy shit. You gotta buy shit going forward and buying shit back. That doesn't say how many days it could have been. Oh, it could have been. Oh wait, it could have. They didn't even say how many days it took home for to come back to the wife in general. Also, that doesn't say all. That base call came like 2 weeks later. So 2 weeks
2
out.
weeks is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. 2 weeks.
And for the fact that she's been visiting what's called hospital pretty much every 3 days. So
That's a stressful.
that's like 21 days, 7 fucking visits, and you're not. And the father's like, yo, I'm all the way out here in a different thing
To
with
see
my
my granddad.
granddad about to die.
And then he
Yeah.
sent pictures of him on a beach like as if nothing happened. Great.
I mean, it would be different if she was like roasting the granddad or something or said some fucked up shit, but all she
Yeah.
really spoke was the truth. She just said your granddad's not taking care of himself. Like I'm here stressing, like it just got out of pregnancy, so I don't think she's the asshole, to be
I don't think
honest.
so. It's kind of on him, if I'm being honest.
I agree with that
It's on him.
also. I was like, I agree with that also. It was like straightforward. Why, Ray, you got anything
David,
to
you got
talk about
anything to
this?
say?
Ba-dum. Emptiness, okay.
Earth, David.
That man died. That man's
Gone, bro.
he's gone.
He's gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, that man's dead. This man's gonna
Gone
come
for
back.
2 weeks.
This man's gonna come back with milk.
He
Yeah.
went to go see his granddad in Africa.
He's gonna send photos of him on a beach sipping from coconuts.
That cocoa milk hit different.
Yeah, but there's other types of milk that aren't getting produced. Sadly.
That's, we're such horrible fucking human beings for this one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Horrible ass human beings. Let's see what's. Hopefully we get more. We'll probably get a better question. Let's see if we get a better question. That was like so straightforward after we got to the point.
Yeah.
I've been talking this whole time. I've been talking this like
You were on
finish
mute,
this.
bro.
You was
Oh,
on
you were
mute.
muted.
Okay, I'll tell you this. If you're 6 weeks in postpartum, right? Okay,
I was talking
there
to
might be some
himself.
different. But 6 weeks in postpartum, bro, you're perfectly fine. You could actually go back to having vaginal intercourse. I think I could say that. After 6 weeks
That wasn't the main
of
issue though.
postpartum,
The
bro.
main issue was legit like her breast is not producing milk properly and stuff like that also.
Yeah, she had to
Mm.
take
Which
visits
think
to
he's
the
supposed to help?
doctor
Think he's supposed
every
to
day.
help with that? You better go get the formula. You know, and you get maternity leave and everything. He was still going to work, get back and forth. So obviously he wasn't gone for that long, because you don't
He
get
David,
left
I'm
for
maternity leave
confused.
two.
Are
like
you
that long.
agreeing?
Are you hearing what you're fucking saying, bruv?
Are you saying that the
He's the
woman's the asshole?
Yes, because okay, he's dying. I don't care. You might be going through something, bringing something into this world, but somebody's leaving this world. You know, you gotta say
I mean,
goodbye.
I can see where he's coming from.
Sometimes,
Yeah, but he could have said
like, bro,
it
if
would be different if like he was in the state, bro. Bro's in a whole nother country, bro. Like, and then your wife
my
just came out of. Come on, bro.
granddad is over in China, bro, and I just got a baby on the way, bro, and my grand get out of her. I'm saying straight to my granddad.
Ain't no way, Chief.
He's
I was
gonna
like,
be
can't,
here.
I mean, I
like,
get where
could
he's coming from.
I can see where you're coming from, but the fact is, I would still fucking go for my wife first. Like, if I want to say my
Yeah.
goodbyes, more likely I'll probably do that at a funeral. I'll probably do that later on, not the. But
You'll see him when he's
You know,
actually
there's a thing
dead.
called Zoom
Of
or
course,
or
I get
Bro,
fucking
it.
you
video chat.
this man's gonna have video chat at the funeral.
I mean,
I'll zoom my wife. I'll zoom my wife, and I'll see my granddad, and I'll be like, "Yo, I'm over here. Is you got the baby fine?" You got the formula? You got the stuff? Okay, you
But
good?
that's the
I'm
thing. She
over
needs
here.
the emotional support. She needs you there for her,
So do
bro.
my
No,
granddad. So do my
I
That's a
can
bit,
see
granddad, bro.
why
bro. Your
people.
granddad's dying, bro. Your wife just
Bro,
gave life to the world,
bro,
bro. Your whole
I need
son, daughter.
bro.
Come on now.
steps. He gotta go.
I
He
can
gotta jump the picket.
I can see it might sound morally wrong to go to the wife first and then the. It might seem
I'm just
morally
saying,
right to
bro.
go
He's dead.
to the
He,
dad
he's
first and then
dying.
the wife.
He's dying. Okay, okay. If it wasn't the grandfather and it was his dad actually, and he was like, okay, I'm seeing we all change our opinions. If it wasn't his grandfather and it was his actual father, would y'all
I
change?
feel like that might
But
be a little bit different.
I think that's a
why
little.
does it feel like that? Why does it feel like that? Because it's the same thing. That's the father of your own father, you know?
I was like,
So how do you think your
That's
own father feel with you not being there, you know? And be like, okay, this is your granddad, this is my father, and I know you'll be there for me if I was there, you know? So you wouldn't be there for your granddad. That's what I'm saying.
but the pure
you
like if
gotta.
it's
Yeah,
like when it
go
comes to at
ahead.
least the dad in general, it's like number one,
The thing is,
he's making himself be in bad condition in general. He's literally the one
yeah,
that's
Yeah,
he's making himself be in fucking worse condition.
I
and
was gonna
Okay?
mention
honestly,
that. Yeah.
it's
We
much.
don't always make the best choices, you know?
I mean,
It's
Okay,
about
even
making the choice to
no,
live.
even
Like if you know you have a disease and you're deciding
He's
to just not care about your health at all, then like what are you really doing?
I mean,
nobody should care about you just because you don't care about yourself.
No, I'm saying like, bro, you gotta think about the situation. Your wife just gave birth though, bro, and your dad's they're in a whole nother country, bro, a whole different continent, bro.
bro,
It's been 2 months in, and she got she's in her second month, bro. She's fine. I'm saying, bro, she's fine. She don't need support. Some people do that without support at all. She
yeah,
is fine.
she's fine,
That's
Bro,
all.
but
that's
If
not
she
fucking
if she
normal though. That's not fucking normal.
if,
she's fine. But
if
what do you?
it's 6 weeks, if it's six
Not
weeks
even
after
he's not even
you're going
fine.
back to work, you only get like 2 weeks for maternity leave if you're a man. The female gets like
I mean,
2 months.
yeah,
It's
I can
for
see where you're coming
maternity.
from. I can see where you're coming from,
Yeah,
but
I
you also gotta remember the thing that the husband was mad at the wife saying that she's ungrateful and all. Saying that she's what did he say she was? That she didn't care
But
about
that's because she
unsympathetic. That's what she
not
was
Like he didn't care
saying.
about.
sympathetic enough. I think.
Yeah,
He was
that's
empathetic,
exactly.
but
Like she's not an asshole, bruh.
And the
I
thing
don't
he
see
is,
said
her being
he
an asshole.
isn't it much better for the
after he
husband
was like,
to
okay,
care for the child that he has now and the family that he's going to have in the future than the one that he has now in the long run? It would be much better for him in the long run.
Yeah.
like long run, he
I'm
was.
saying I understand that too. I really do understand that. Like full, he should be there. But I'm saying that little bit of time out of the kid's life that the kid won't even remember. Okay,
Bro,
it would be way better.
the wife's gonna fucking remember because she's still fucking getting hospitalized and still in general. She hasn't go to get checkups because her fucking breasts are messed
Honestly,
up. Not producing milk and stuff in general, which is the reason why she's still been going to the hospital every 3 days.
And it ain't nothing
I
but some
mean,
formula that solve that. You know,
David, I see where you're coming from, but we gotta remember the base of the question. Is she an asshole? How is she an asshole though? She hasn't done
she's an
anything
ass.
wrong for real. She's just in a stressful situation. She's not like she
So
didn't like
she never
blame her
comforted him.
husband or anything.
it would be
Okay,
different.
I understand you had to do that. I understand you had to do that. Actually, I would want my kid to do that because or my grandkid to do that for me. Like, okay, imagine you got grandkids, and yeah, okay, your daughters, your son might come see you, but imagine you got grandkids, right? And your grandkids don't come see you when you're on your deathbed, you know?
I'll be cool with it, personally.
Well, you gotta remember
Like,
that
I'm
he
cool
also
with it,
wasn't taking care of
personally.
himself, and then again, he's in a whole other different continent. And then you
Yes.
also have to remember how is she an asshole because she was just a little mad at him that he wasn't there for her. If
Not
you
to
were
be,
in a stressful situation and you felt like your significant other wasn't there for you, you would be a little bit mad at them, wouldn't you? It doesn't make
no,
her an asshole.
not if she was seeing someone, if not, oh, God, let me talk to her. Not if she was seeing somebody on a deathbed. I don't care if it was your friend dying, you know, out of state and it's your friend dying. I would let you go see your friend because you never know they might need guidance on their way up to, heaven or hell, wherever you be destined to be. Because it seemed like he wasn't going to a good place. He wasn't taking care of himself, you know. Maybe he needed something in his life to show him into the right direction, you know.
My first
You know,
thing,
spiritual.
first thing I go to is like, okay, number one, if you're putting yourself in a bad situation, and number two, you're like, he's already of age. He's already been through a lot of life in general. Already getting older.
He's enjoyed life.
Yeah, he enjoyed life for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, reach him out, bro. Okay, so what? He's 70 years old. Let him live. Bro, he could be 80 years old, still not taking care of his body, but still people gonna have to care for him. You know, I can't be like, okay, just because he threw his
It's
life
just no
away,
bad timing.
it's
That's
like,
just.
oh,
It's not even about
Yeah, it
that.
really
It's
is
just
bad
bad
timing.
fucking timing.
Just
Like, I would want to go, go see him, but guess what? Am I going to prioritize my fucking grandfather is dying right now, or what's called my current, what's called life budget right now is seriously going through that just gave birth to my fucking child, and literally is right now still having problems with her right now, currently.
And then it's
thing is,
2 weeks too. He was gone for 2 whole
We
weeks. 1 week, I could have gave him the benefit of the doubt, but 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks.
here, like I've
the thing
gotta.
is,
that's
he
reasonable.
is 70 years
But
old.
not
He could be.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ain't reasonable.
Like, what are
But
you doing
no,
over there for 2 weeks? He was probably having a good time
Yeah.
over there for 2 weeks.
so you know why you
He was
putting him under the
chilling for
bus?
2 weeks straight.
He's probably loyal. You know, he's probably
He could
loyal.
have went over there, said what's up to his granddad, and wish him good farewell, whatever. Got
Expect
the maximum like 4 days. 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks.
What if his granddad had nobody in his life, like nobody in his life there for him, like even his son didn't want to be there for him, like you know, that's why he
Well,
was
why
doing
why
all.
would that be the case? His granddad must have been fucked up if that's the case.
But still, no matter how bad somebody is, you know,
I mean, it really
Yeah,
does
but
though.
wouldn't you think
it
that
If you
really
don't care for
does.
nobody, how you gonna expect people
He's
to care for
speaking for
you?
you.
bro, even if he had no one in his life, he would still even a little bit appreciate the thought of you wishing him a goodbye. Still appreciate it. And the thing is,
I
he's
think I
70
gotta
years
look at the
old.
good in everybody.
The thing is, yeah, but he's 70 years old, and he could be going through the same thing his granddad is right now at any moment. Don't you think it would be better for him to spend time with a child that's on the way
Hmm.
before he ends up in the same place?
That kid
And
is
then two
gonna be.
weeks.
I'm saying that kid is gonna be there for probably 70 plus years. You know,
Eeks.
2 weeks. two
okay.
weeks.
Well, what is 2 weeks out of years? You know, like there's so much years of kids' life. That's all I'm saying. And y'all,
Bro,
two
two
weeks for
weeks is a long
Two
ass
weeks
time,
is a
bro.
long ass looking time.
Yeah, 2 weeks is a long
You
time.
gotta think
okay,
about the
but
wife's feelings, bro. She's there. She's thinking she's by herself. She just had her baby. She's having problems. She got to go to the hospital every other day. Bills, or I don't know if bills got to get paid, but
Bills are still adding up
she still got
also.
responsibilities. Yeah, exactly. She
hey,
got responsibilities, and she's alone by herself for two
Yeah,
weeks. 2 weeks.
Like, if you want
okay,
to talk about who's taking care of what's called the grandfather, who's taking care of the fucking wife? Just gave birth.
you you's a grown person, all right. But either way, we're talking about grown folks,
Bro,
right?
what you not know, like
A
it's
grown, no, grown man and a grown woman. All right, listen. No matter what the man do when you leave in the house, man, the man leave the house for a reason, right? And it's up to this woman to guide it. You know, I'm sorry, it might be hard. You might be struggling. You gotta guide it though. You know, we settled down for a reason, and I'll even go above and beyond for your people that's dying. Because she could have said, I'm saying he could have said the same thing about both of her aunts that were dying. It was like, nah, just come, I don't care, you know, or something like that. But or no, it wasn't even aunts. It was her grandmas, both of her grandmas, and he seen they saw both of them on the trip. He only did this because he was like, if I'm over here doing this for her, can I go see my, you know, I got family too, and I understand what you're talking about. Like, okay, well, you gotta outweigh the factors and be like, well, this kid's just being brought into this world. You need to help your significant other with stuff, you know. But you never know. You might need to help people that you ain't seen in a while. He probably never even seen his grandpa for the longest. He was out of state. Like I say, it's probably been years.
even I was
He
staying
probably
out of
ended up
That is
calling.
country.
true.
Like,
Tree.
that's what I'm
But
saying. It's probably years, you know, since he even seen
but
his
why two
granddad.
weeks? He could have did that in a week, David. Oh, he could have did
Granddad,
that in a week.
his
Two
granddad was
weeks,
like,
bro.
I need you, man. It was probably fun out there too. Not
Bro,
girls fun,
you should be
but I'm
trying to
talking about he
have
got
fun
his
as
house.
well.
I mean,
Why
it
are
was
you trying to
clearly
have
fun.
fun?
I mean, it was clearly fun. Bro was sipping coconut milk. Like,
Okay, it's cool. It's cool.
You know
You
that.
it don't matter. Look, if you're in a new country, you're gonna have fun. I don't care. So
yeah,
what?
you
You
can
gonna have to wait
obviously,
a week
but
longer. You gonna have to wait a week longer. All right. Two
Oh
weeks you
no.
can survive.
Mm-mm.
15 days. without some male validation in your life. You want to be like, okay, we don't need you. Let's try 14 days. All right.
I mean, well, let me say this. Let me say this. It's his grandpa though. Like it would be different if it was like his brother or like his really like close friend that I grew up like as a child. Cause I'm trying to think like if I was in that situation. Like David, if you was in like a whole different country and like I got the news and stuff and my wife would just give him hell yeah, I'm gonna go over there. But like it's his granddad though. Like
But you're saying that like, bro, granddad is not a significant role in your
I'm
family.
not saying
You
I'm
know,
not saying I'm saying he had plenty of life to live already. Like I don't gotta be there for 2 weeks. I got a wife that just gave birth. Like I'm a even it out. I'm a week over there, come back. You know what I mean? If he still needs me, I can FaceTime. You know what I mean? Like 2 weeks though, bro, out the country, away from your. Come on.
Like it's not like the
and he
emotional state of
probably
the
just
mother's already fucking out of whack and is
I
already
mean,
out of the whack in
just
general.
imagine, just imagine that you're the woman in this situation, and you just gave birth, and your husband is over in a whole other continent, is sipping coconut milk and sending you a picture. What's the first thing that's gonna go through your mind? Oh, he don't care.
you want me no, you won't want me to be like put me in the hills, you know, because I'll be like bust it down then, you know, because I'll bust it down back here. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And we bust it down
there's
because I'll
no ain't no way you're thinking that you would just like let your like quote unquote let your guy fucking go and just fucking such a picture basically of him fucking having fun. In the meantime, you're fucking going through a stressful ass fucking time, legit by yourself.
not.
If that happened to
Maybe
You
I
you,
just
still
don't think
gotta
you
do
understand
I
how
would
stressful
get
that
pissed.
position
I
would be
would
for
be
you.
pissed. Instantly, I
I'll
would
be
be
like,
pissed.
you would be
my baby
angry if
to
he
come
said that
back.
to you.
You know what I mean? I'll probably still say some of my petty bitch shit, but okay.
So
But
how's
you'll
she the
still
asshole though? That's what I'm saying. She's not really an asshole. Like yeah, the situation's
Yeah,
kind of fucked up, but she's not an asshole for it though.
oh, she was not. She was never sympathetic. She was like, she was. That's why she was saying. She's like, "Am I an asshole for my husband, like, for not being sympathetic about my husband's granddad dying?" That's what it really said. About my, am I asshole for not being more sympathetic about my husband
Yeah,
and his
more
dying?
sympathetic. So she still has some sympathy. She just wasn't more sympathetic.
She never even explained it in her text. She
She
was
doesn't
just.
explain
She
how
was just.
sympathetic she was, but she was still sympathetic because it's implying that when she says more sympathetic, so she was already some sympathy there.
Oh, there was no sympathy. You ain't hear no sympathy. She was sympathetic to herself about like, oh, it's a tragedy. I just had this baby. It's been 6 weeks and I'm in pain, you know? But you never was like you never even acknowledged and be like, well, he came back 2 weeks. You wasn't like, okay, I know it was a rough time. You know, he's dead, you know? Because he died when he was there, obviously. That's probably why he probably stayed. Connecting with more ties. He probably had the funeral there and everything. You never know. Funerals happen
I mean,
like a week after they die, for real. Like in a real good, sophisticated, a week after they die. So 2 weeks makes sense if he stayed there for the, funeral, probably open house too, you know? So if he comes back after that and you don't even say nothing to him, but you just complain about, this is what I went through.
The number one problem
This
I
is what
had,
I'm going
the number one problem I have is let's see when it comes back to the only thing I see like being like more quote unquote of her being an asshole is the fact of legit. If you want to bring up the fact that legit, she said she went to called to her two grandparents of different sides of the family that died for organ failure and diseases that couldn't be treated. And legit, if the granddad took the fucking meds like he was supposed to technically do, it could have been a different scenario when he fucking
yeah,
died.
that and the doctor
Yeah,
to.
clearly said that he had no permanent side
Pills,
effects either.
side-
The
the
doctor
pills got no
said,
side effects.
nah, that's what they
Oh.
said.
like that kind of that's. I don't want to. I mean, yeah, it is his fault. He was responsible for his own life decisions. Like, and then she's just getting the backlash from it. I mean, that's what it kind of seems like to me. I mean, I
On
can
my
see how she could be an asshole a little bit for
Yeah, I
not
mean,
being a little sympathetic. Like I care about your grandpa, but mm,
And don't even bring this up. The fact that the husband's literally was called taking photos on the beach, sipping coconuts,
like she didn't say anything that on Wednesday.
sipping from coconuts right there, at her uncle's fucking BBQ, going hiking, doing all this extra
that is
shit
yeah, if
crazy.
your husband said that to you, you probably
before you go
Because
back to
he's
your
out.
fucking old kids, bruv.
Okay, you can't do that to him. That's why. Okay,
That is
now
crazy. I
That's
feel like that
wild.
balances out. I don't think she's an asshole for real.
He's not no, he's not the asshole. Okay, he's out there
He's not the
sipping
asshole,
cocoa.
but she's not the asshole either. So
Listen,
who's the asshole?
I'm,
The grandpa.
I'm gonna tell you what. If
Yeah.
He said he's
At that point, maybe.
okay, he's dying. So if his uncle's over here, and that's why he stayed longer because his uncle's over here, and they're seeing their granddad dying. So it's not you got to see who calls him over. Okay, no, you're not just seeing your granddad dying. You're over here having a whole like reuniting with your family. You know,
What do you think
out
the
there that's
fucking
living
funeral's
out
for?
of the country.
What the fuck is the
Okay,
point
He
of a
was on
funeral?
vacation. Like,
bro, I'm saying people don't have just funerals. Like certain people don't just have
It's
funerals
true. That is true.
or open
Like a kind
houses.
of like
Certain
a
people go
reunion
and
to
like have
celebrate
like a small
celebrate
party.
someone
I
that's
forgot what it's
lost.
called, and just drink with a whole bunch of family and stuff and people that cared about them. Like certain people don't like do it the the main way. We all just okay, see
It's a
them
different
dead,
culture, is what you're
funeral,
trying to say.
open
It's a
house
different
done.
culture.
It's not like that. It's just burying and stuff like that. People will put more different.
We have different cultures, is what you're saying.
People put different values in what they carry death
And guess what? The pure fact is
on.
the granddad didn't even fucking die. The granddad did not
6
die.
feet under. You know.
Wait, the granddad didn't die?
No,
sure didn't say that.
he didn't fucking die. He didn't die.
If he didn't die,
What?
so he is the asshole,
The,
basically.
the granddad didn't
Oh,
die, bro. She's not an
oh no,
asshole,
he
bro.
died.
Bro, I had to reread this for. I was like, wait, I had to reread that for a bit. It's like literally the second he said, literally it's called like what's called from the doctor. It's called stabilize him very very quickly. Once they realize this and he hasn't had any permanent side effects, he hasn't fucking died.
Okay, so he is the asshole.
Bro, she's not an asshole,
She's not
bro.
an
If
asshole.
anything, bro, what? They was over
Oh
here talking
my.
about funerals and shit, bro. She's not no asshole, bro. She saw, bro, nah. She saw them having a
Bro,
good time in a whole different continent. He's living like, bro.
He's living life. He's out here on
never
vacation.
mind. I get it. All right.
What?
I had to
This
reread
wasn't
that
no
shit.
funeral.
That's
I was
crazy, bro.
wasn't having a shower for him or some shit. Yeah,
Oh,
you not making
that's
it wrong.
fucking wild. That's fucking
I thought
wild.
he died. I thought he died, but I thought, hey,
I thought dying at first, then I reread it. I was like, wait, hold up. He's got the. I was like, wait, there hasn't been. It's like it's called a whoopsie fucking did. It's like, oh, the stabilize him very very quickly. Once they realize this, he hasn't have any permanent side effects. Literally, what I had to reread that fucking sentence, and I was like, damn,
Bro, you
all
see what I
that,
mean?
all the fucking that, and it's,
He was over there having a good time while the grandpa was alive. He got the news that he was alive and he was still over there having a good
good.
Just
time,
chilling. Like,
knowing
hey,
what his
you think
wife was
he's
going
leaving?
through.
You think he's leaving that quick? And I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, we gonna watch this one. Save this one because we're gonna come back here in like a month
You're gonna
or
come
two
back.
months, right? And I bet
Bro,
you there's gonna be an
bro.
edit. There's gonna be an edit, and he's gonna be dead. All right, there's gonna
Oh,
be an edit. And he's gonna
oh no!
Yo.
Oh
be,
yo, man's brain on his down, but it to be proven right. Man's brain,
I think we're on the same page that she's not an asshole. I think we're on
like,
the same page. Am I right?
yeah.
yeah.
asshole. But if he ends up dying, then she's the asshole. We're gonna come back here.
He said we're come
Bro,
back to
you can't just do a what if like that,
the like a
bro.
what?
What?
That
A
sounds
whole
like
180.
it's
I'm saying this
complete.
was posted one day. This is not what if this is it's a plausible. He's a 70-year-old man, bro. He's edging the end of his life. He already was at the ICU.
Hold up, wait,
You know?
hold up. You want to even better? Wear context. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Since we kicked off 3 weeks ago.
Boom.
Gotta love the slow clap right now. That's what we telling right now. Three.
Hey. Well, hey, okay, we going with some more.
Like,
I
Crazy.
spent 12 months, 12 months in a body bag, which I think y'all done was on.
Oh, it's called I raised my fucking big boy pants up and say, guess what? I should have been with my fucking wife. I should not be out here drinking no fucking cocoa milk, basically, and taking a picture. Yeah, like, yo, I love you,
For
wife,
me,
but this drink kind of better, and my BBQ kind of hit different out here. No.
bro was having the time of his life.
I could really I could see myself doing that. That's why I'm on this side because I could see myself doing that. Okay,
Bro,
and
I would
I'll
call
be the
you an
asshole for it,
asshole.
but I'll still have fun.
As your fucking friend, I would call you an asshole.
Yeah,
As your friend, I'm calling you an asshole for that. Like the second you said
I
I
mean,
would, I was like the second you said basically you can't you like so, the second you told me you went up to your dying granddad, I'm like okay, that kind of understandable. And then the fact he's called you, wait, you're giving your fucking wife pictures and stuff saying yo, showing that you're having a fucking good ass fucking time. Your like your granddad's not even fucking dying either. I'm like oh nah, get the fuck back to your fucking crib right the fuck now. Get the fuck back in your country, bro. You
Right.
it's not the time right now. Look, we can go back there, but guess what? Do it after we take care of the fucking problem at home first.
I
Like,
mean, I can low key like see myself in his shoes, as David was saying, having a good time. But I'm not gonna sit there and come back and then start saying my wife is like unsympathetic. That shit's messed up. So then he's an asshole for doing that.
like the second I found out was called the granddad's not fucking what's called not fucking dying. The second I'm going back.
Hmm.
The second I'm going back.
he's still dying. He's just not dead yet.
But he's good though.
He's good.
Yeah, he died.
For now, for now, he's probably still in pain. He's probably more in pain than his
What's
pregnant
more
girl. You know?
important, your grandpa that don't care about living, or your wife that just gave life? What's more important?
He probably got kidney failure and he's probably pooping out hemorrhoids and stuff
Bro,
like that.
that
He's
that, that
probably
wasn't described. That wasn't said in the scenario. That wasn't said. You take what the information that's put in front of you. You can't be adding extra bullshit right now.
or he ain't
Like,
the asshole because it's excusable. It's excusable. It's
like a second he
excusable.
become the second the called husband becomes an asshole to me. It's literally a second he's taking all the pictures, basically the BBQ and all the fucking. That's the second he becomes an asshole. He's not going back home. Me.
And then coming back and then saying the wife is unsympathetic. Like, come on, bro. He just doubled down on
I mean, how
assholeness.
sympathetic do you want her to be when you're out
He didn't. He
drinking
didn't
coconut
just
milk?
say that.
He literally doubled
Yes, he
down. He
did.
literally
He
said
said that.
that's the last
He told her
line.
that she was unsympathetic.
He said, "Husband is saying I lack empathy and am being very harsh with me now, and my asshole for telling the truth." That's literally the last statement, right?
He started telling her that like she was the messed up one.
I mean, how sympathetic do you want her to be if she's just over there drinking coconut milk while she's just giving birth to new life?
There's no
I'm
fucking.
just saying he shouldn't because he said that after because you gotta look at the top. But I told him his granddad would have been fine if he bothered to take his meds, but he hadn't. And the end result was needless, hopeless bill, a mini family reunion while I was struggling alone. Like, bro,
A
okay,
simple
I
fact.
understand that. Listen,
She said a
look,
simple
okay, it
fact.
might be a simple
I'm not
fact,
looking.
but you don't gotta rub it in the dirt. I'm saying you don't gotta rub it in the dirt. You just call it okay, a needless hospital bill, a mini family reunion while I was struggling alone. Listen, okay, even if they caught nobody was dying, okay, nobody was dying. If my
You know what
family
he should
called
have
me out
did
for a
though?
family out of state, I'm leaving.
Yeah, we're not
And
saying the
he
leaving part's
probably
bad. It's just what he did.
It's like the actions after he already knew those called like the granddad's not gonna fucking die and shit. That's where we have a problem with.
he stayed
That's
for
that's at least what I have a problem with.
Nigga stayed there to party.
That's where I have the main problem with the husband, right?
Hmm.
Like
I
not the fact, it's
mean,
not the
in my
fact,
opinion.
like the fact that he went up to his school like dying grandpa. I understand that. That's what I'm so cool with. The pure fact it was called
Hmm.
the pure fact it was called doing all the extra fucking go to the BB, drink from coconuts and fucking go to the beach and shit. That's where I have the problem at. Why you're not going back to your fucking wife after all of that. Like it's not the time and
Hmm.
place. It's not the time and place for that shit, right? Like after his
he
school,
dead. He imagine
But then him coming back and like her stating the fact and him getting mad at her. Like if anything, he should have been somewhat agreeing with her and then trying to like explain how he's been feeling instead of start roasting her and calling her unsympathetic and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
no, that's unfair because okay, listen, he, I see that he didn't die, but there was a high possible chance that he could have died. And they were having a family reunion out of the country. Yeah, it was fun. She probably didn't want to come, but I don't know because there was no context for that, so
How
I
could she
can't
it's
come?
not
speak
a
She
on
was
that.
choice.
having
It's
a
not.
she's
It's not a
struggling.
choice.
Bro,
She didn't have a choice of whether she wanted to come or not. She didn't have a choice.
Yeah, yeah, kids can't fly. I already know that kids gotta wait like a whole month after they're born.
It's not just
She'll
that though.
fly,
She
but you
had
cannot fly with a
hospitals
She's
baby.
been going to the
women to go to.
hospital. She's been going to the hospital
Yeah,
the whole fucking time period.
And I don't think you
I
know how
understand
stressful it
that,
is just being in the hospital. That shit is stressful. Just having to go to
but
a
it was
hospital is
probably.
annoying.
I understand that. I do understand that too. Deep level full. But man, you can't blame him too much for that, man. He did go to a hospital. He went to see his granddad in one.
I mean, you can't blame him, but
And
like you
blame
can't
her.
blame her either. Yeah, like I'm saying, like you can't blame
That's
him, but you also can't really blame her. And like the way that he came at
I'm.
her for what she said, like you can't really blame for her for
He's
how she's feeling, and you can kind of blame him for how he's feeling, but it's understandable. So that's what I'm saying. He should have been just a little bit of sympathetic towards her, and then he should have told her how he was feeling. Is what I'm saying.
Like, why the hell was you in a
Instead of
baby?
just roasting her.
The thing that I would like complain about would be starting off like number one, what like the whole BBQ situation. Why the fuck you asking for the BBQ right now? Like the BBQ and all that is weird. You have issues.
bec-
Like
okay. I'm saying okay. If there was no BBQ and he just went to see his what you
uh,
call it, there will still be no issue. Is because he's sipping coconuts and he's at BBQ now.
the fact you're doing extra shit after you
That
confirm
is
that you're the fact that you
that
found
is
that you called out. The fact that you already got called out,
like unacceptable.
bro. Like if I'm out to go see my school, see my granddad basically in the fucking and they're and potentially they was potentially able to fucking
You have
die.
it too
And I go there basically to go see
much.
if they fucking and they're not gonna fucking die. And once I found out they're not gonna fucking die, my instant reaction is to go back to my fucking wife instantly to go find out about my fucking kid and stuff. I don't have time to be sitting up here partying it up with my fucking family, even because I already confirmed my family's already cool. I need to focus on my current family that's currently getting made right now.
Yeah. And then like you also look the time period was 2 weeks. Like he could have did that in a week. That would have been cool. To, like reconnect with family. You spent all that money to go down there. Why not be down there for a week? See your granddad, whatever. Knowing he's not dead. But then 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Or
I don't think
I
she's an
see
asshole.
That is no.
I see what
So what's everyone's final answer?
I'm just be like, bro, she ain't have no reason saying that, bro. Like I
Bro,
felt offended.
she's stressed though, bro. You gotta know where she's coming from. Like she's stressed, bro.
He's stressed too. He is stressed too.
He might be stressed,
Everybody.
but like that's his woman, bro. Like if that was your girl, bro, like you gotta treat her right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I mean?
He wasn't treating her right. Just because he took a 2 week break.
It's just the fact that he came at her like that. Like he should have been like at least understanding first, and then he
But
could have told her where he was coming from. But he just like she said what
no,
she said, and then he just went to straight to you're unsympathetic, and then he started treating her wrong. Shit, that's messed up, bro.
like okay, it'll be fine if she was just like, okay, I wish you would have just took his meds so we wouldn't have been in this position. There's ways you can stitch your wordings to where they don't harm nobody. Okay, so by saying he had it, oh no, at the end of the result was a needless hospital bill and a mini family reunion while I was struggling alone. Okay, that could have been easily stitched up to be like
Could
if he
have.
would have his, huh? Yes,
It could have.
because yeah,
She's
yes.
still not an asshole though. I feel like that balances out for what he was doing though. I feel like it still balances out.
I'm telling you, bro. If she would have said that, because and I take this off of not just saying it to him, right? If his sisters would have been there, that was they granddad, If his sisters would have been there from at the family reunion and stuff like that, she would have definitely got her face punched just for saying that. Because I don't know why you're speaking. I understand that you are a part of this family, by branch system.
Bro,
But
both sides
to
would be angry, bro.
even discuss,
Bro, if you're gonna bring that context up, it's called they probably bring a sort of funeral. Basically, if the potential funeral and stuff like that, if the fucking grand actually fucking died, that would make more sense in the context of. But he already got confirmed, it's called already living and stuff like that in general. If
I'm saying
Hmm.
that
like on the father set side, basically, they would probably be angry at the mom, but on the mother side, they would also be fucking angry at the fucking husband also.
Hmm. And she was just letting out her frustrations for real. You know, she gotta express her feelings.
Like,
Women are more emotional creatures than
like,
men are.
bro, how are we gonna communicate if no one's communicating in general? Hey,
Just because she can, so he can't. Because he didn't even be an asshole. He just said, bro,
I'm not saying he was an asshole, but I'm just saying like she's not really an asshole either. She was
you
just kind of stressed.
like empathy, and you're being harsh. You, you know, it's just being harsh.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I still don't think she was an asshole though.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so
just,
I
either.
don't. I mean, I feel like he was a little bit of an asshole, just a little bit, a teeny bit, and I don't think she was an ass. She might have been an asshole by just a teeny tiny bit, but not really. That's what I'm. That's my ending statement right there.
yeah, that's. But since we're all
Oh,
sticking to our own choices at this point, so
Oh, that went on for a lot longer than I thought it would.
Right.
bro, we still gotta. Bro, guess how many out? Because guess we got 58 minutes now. Ain't no fucking hour. Well, this thumbnail's gonna hit crazy though. This thumbnail gotta go crazy. I gotta see the thumbnail right now. Look, imagine fucking like seeing the fuck like you see the fuck like get the like the hospital fuck like get the fuck like hospital baby basically the mom chilling up and got a fucking you got the dad cook showing the fucking coconut milk and the thumbnail. That thumbnail's gonna go crazy.
Not the coconut milk.
Yeah.
Gotta get that barbecue in there as well.
Oh
Can't leave that out.
shit.
Looks like a
wait,
cropped out burger in his hand or something.
Swear to God, that thumbnail's gonna go crazy.
Put him with a. He got a plate and he got ribs, bro.
Yeah,
okay, can y'all tell me where's the empathy at? Where was she ever empathetic?
like the fact that she was cool with him going over. She was already cool with him already going over for his dying grandpa.
I'm talking about when he came back. When he came back, where was the empathy?
Well, I feel
What,
like the empathy is in just letting him go to see his grandpa in general. Like she's like, "Oh yeah, that's your grandpa.
Yeah.
Go see him, say your goodbyes." But then like he came back
see,
and like
that's
he,
Like you took an inch
you
and then
know,
went a
okay.
mile. That's kind of what ended up
She was
happening.
only she was only mad because he stayed for 2 weeks. She wasn't mad that he went to go. She was just mad that he was gone for 2 weeks.
Gone for two
yeah,
That's
he
what
weeks.
was
I'm
gone
Going
for
saying.
2 weeks.
I'm saying, okay. I go to see somebody struggling. I could have been like, I'm glad that you're what you call it alive.
I gotta get back to my family.
Not that he put himself. Yeah, I know it's not even that. Once he came back, she could have been like, I'm glad that your granddad's alive. I'm happy that he made it out. Say any type of way, you know. The first thing that she said about that man was, man, he would never be in a predicament if he took his pills. She could have said that like he would never be in that predicament if he took his pills, but I'm still glad he made it out. There was none of that. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no empathy in that factor.
okay, it's a
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, I see where you're coming
You
from.
you'll always let somebody.
They came in after being away for 2 weeks.
You'll
Start
always let,
telling me how nice it was that his granddad came home a day and a half after her husband reached. I didn't say anything negative, but then on Wednesday, the husband started complaining, comparing his mini holiday with me leaving my grandmother in India, who was in the ICU at the time, to go to the UK for my granddad, who died a few hours after I landed.
why
Oh,
would he
I
make
forgot
that
all about that
comparison if
part.
it was?
The
Why would he
the
never?
father fucking brought that shit
Why would
up.
he make that comparison?
She was
Why would he bring
furious,
that
but
up?
was it the dad brought
No,
up?
I'm saying. Why would, I'm saying why would that even be brought up? Like if it wasn't brought
Bro, you're kind of in and out right now.
to
You're kind of in and out right now.
his.
No,
I'm
you
gonna be
were in
real
and
with you.
out.
I was
I
hearing
don't think we
like
do know.
I was like I understand. I know what the fuck you really said right there. You went in and out. I hear a robotic
We
Bobby
use literally.
coming.
How did we get to this?
I'm hearing Bobby Ray going in and out. I'm like, I like the only thing that came out is like, I'm like, what?
Not something.
The only
I got that
conversation.
attic quaff.
That man is like
It's
living on
hor-
that Aflac right there.
I'm playing on my washing
I feel
machine.
like if
That's all.
anything, they were both assholes. I'm gonna go with that. I feel like that's reasonable.
Like,
I'm
dude,
saying, where's the empathy?
Based off what David said, like yeah, she was lacking the empathy, but he was being a little bit too harsh after everything he just did. So I feel
I'm
like,
saying it wasn't even
but
that.
he was
I'm
definitely
telling.
more of an asshole though. I feel like it's like 25-75. She's
Am
25%
I?
asshole. He's the 75%.
I'm saying the main topic of the question is, am I asshole for not being more sympathetic? It was never about what she was put through. So even all that stuff we talk about what she was put through. I don't care if you walk through hell. You can still hold sympathy for somebody else. You know, even with you walking through hell and struggling, you can still hold sympathy with somebody else's pain. You know, it was never about am you know am I
You gotta
asshole
see
for
you, but
just
you also gotta see
telling
where
my
she's coming from.
my
Like,
no no am I asshole for telling my husband how frustrated I am that he left? You know, it would have been a
but you gotta
completely
also
different.
think. Oh, think about it
But
this way. Think about it this way.
I'm a
How
robot
could she
now.
show sympathy for him when he hasn't shown sympathy for her?
All right, man, this one's getting tough on me.
You hear? Did you hear that?
Bro,
How could she show sympathy for him if he hasn't shown sympathy for her, bro?
Yeah.
what
I feel like if
sympathy
anything, he
does
should have opened up with the sympatheticness, then she should have came in. But you know what I mean?
I'm saying? We don't know how he came and walked in the door. We don't know
Yeah,
if he
we
came and
really don't
walked,
know all the details,
welcome,
but
honey, I'm
like,
home. He never said that. I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you did fine or some stuff like that. But like, if she's still with him and she still let him go off of that, like she didn't say nothing like that when he did come back, but it was written by her. Not come off a bias, but if you written something, you bias that towards your own self. You know,
that is
that's all I'm
true. But
saying.
we're getting a little too deep into it. Was she an asshole or not? I'm gonna be
Yes,
honest. I don't think she was an asshole. I don't think she
great.
was.
No, no sympathy.
Damn, was she? Yeah, she was an asshole. She was an
But
asshole.
I don't
Asshole is
know
a
to what she
strong
went
word
through. She ain't
though.
show no sympathy.
They both were out. Honestly.
I feel like they're both assholes for real.
Either take both or you take none. That's how I'm seeing it at least.
Well, how do you?
Could it's been expressed better on her part and his part? Yes, but in a certain situation, I'm like, I kind of lean more toward the fucking mother, the mother that's supposed to be giving birth currently. That's what I lean more.
I do lean more towards her, but is she an asshole or is she not an asshole?
He's
Is
not an
she an asshole or
asshole,
not an asshole?
not an asshole for me personally, but
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with she. Oh, I'm gonna just leave my answer as I had it. They're
Yeah.
both they're both
I'm gonna just
assholes.
say that I don't think he's the asshole.
oh, with that all in due time, that's where we're gonna wrap up for this week's episode of Am I Asshole. Hope you all give it a little like and subscribe button. You already know how it is. If you're interested, just give a sponsorship. You just want a little sponsors, guess what? The fucking like button. Please hit that shit.
God
Please.
damn, that's so aggressive.
What? I love
Oh,
you
hit
all.
that fucking like button.
Hit that like button or purposeful
Hit that
put
like.
coconut milk in front of you.
Yeah, I'll throw away all the coconut milk in the
Oh,
fucking world.
He'll cook a barbecue or something.
When the barbecue grill makes some barbecue wings.
See you all next time. Peace.